Hello, I am Jacob Whitus. I'm part of the 7 a.m. Tuesday-Thursday Communications 263 class. To describe this article, it's very strange at first. Almost sounds like a cult or a religion of some sort. Sounds nothing like American culture in the 40s or 50s. Taking a deeper glance at it, you start to realize that it is the American culture as a whole, and the certain things that these American women in particular seem to do, which shows how self-obsessed we can be, and how self-image is everything in America as of the 1950s. Proof of that is in the article when it talks about the women putting their head in the ovens for up to 2 hours, really just talking about getting their hair done, dyeing their hair, getting a perm, anything of that nature that causes our self-image to look better than it already does. Another one, it talks about plastic surgery, how women like to do certain things to their body, even men, to make ourselves look better and be our dream selves physically, which makes us think we are our dream selves mentally. Moving on from the outside view, looking into America in the 40s and 50s per se, I chose divide in the nation in race, particularly black and white Americans. I chose to view this from Europe, which is a very white-oriented place as a whole. Every country there, I believe, is more or less white-oriented. So viewing in to the U.S., it is very divided. There is no equal opportunities for African Americans and white Americans. There's segregations everywhere, from restaurants to schools to grocery stores, even water fountains per se. No one that was an African American could touch or go in the same place as a white American could. This could lead, if they did happen to do that, this could lead to being chased down later on, being lynched, having the KKK sent on you, anything like that. Uh, Moving on to how it has changed throughout history, I believe it is much better. There's no more segregation. There's no more lynching. And big factors of this were Jackie Robinson, first African American baseball player to ever play in the major leagues. That was a big movement for the African Americans to join these major league sports as a whole. Another big one was World War II. They were still segregated units, but it caused them to earn a little more respect than they had before. Like I said, all the lynching is gone, all the segregation is gone. Black Panthers do not exist. KKK is a very small community that really only exists deep in the South, in the middle of nowhere. I believe that it was very beneficial as the U.S. to go through this. I know it's probably a bad thing to say, um, but as of now, there is no more segregation. A black man can get the same job as a white man. A black woman can get the same job as a white man. Uh, Anyone can be a CEO of a company. Anyone can have whatever job they want. Uh, Colleges aren't just off of race. It's off of how you do in school, and that's the only way to prove yourself into these colleges. Such as in 1940, 60% of black women were domestic servants, where as of 1998, that is down to 2.2%. That is a huge increase and a very good increase for the black women. Going along with that, 30% of black men and 60% of black women now hold white-collar jobs as of 1998. This is very good compared to what it would have been in the 1940s, where most of them would have been domestic servants, such as butlers and maids, making very little pay to do these hardworking jobs. Third, the number of black professors doubled from 1970 to 1990. This is tremendous. It is very much needed. Even as of today, you see a lot more black teachers and such as that. But and that was all cited from Black Progress, How Far We've Come and How Far We Have to Go by Abigail Thernstrom and Stefan Thernstrom, published March 1st of 1998. But yeah, that is my video on this topic. Thank you.